Welcome back to She's Worthy Ministries, Lambs. How are you? I hope everybody's doing very well today. Today I have a single mother video for you. This video is about changing people. It's just a quick, short little thing. I just wanted to kind of discuss, for a long time in my life, being specifically in various relationships, I used to think that if I acted this way, or if I did this thing, or if I exhibited this behavior, it would make a person either A, adopt to my behavior, or B, see how good I am and want to be good back to me and therefore change. I want to save you all time and let you know that you can't change people. There's nothing you can do to change people. Change is an individualistic, inherent decision that each person makes. In Luke 6:35, Jesus challenges his disciples to love your enemies. I know how sometimes certain things that are said in the New Testament can make you feel like we have to be a doormat. We don't have to be a doormat. We never have to be a doormat. We can always address issues and we can always set boundaries, but we still can't change people. And in fact, what I would recommend you do instead of trying to change people is to address issues and to set boundaries. The most loving thing you can do for yourself is to set a boundary or to speak the truth in love. Regardless of the situation, you can never look at somebody and say, how do I change this person so that they can do what I want to do? No. Rather, instead of saying, how can I change them? You have to ask yourself, what does love look like in this situation? Meaning, how can I either A, love myself out of this situation because it's stressing me, or B, how can I love the person so that this situation can be adapted to one in which makes sense for me as well? If A, you can't love the person to change the situation, then that means you have to set a boundary. And if you going to the individual and speaking your truth also doesn't make any changes, then it's at that point where you have to decide, will a boundary make this relationship better, or will removing myself from this situation make this relationship better? So I say all this to say, back to my original point, it is not your responsibility to change anybody. It is your responsibility to know who you are, what you will and won't accept, and then either address the issue that is coming up in your relationship with this person, or set a boundary in that relationship with that person. And that's it. You can't ever be a doormat, and you can't ever love someone more than you love yourself. And the way that you don't love someone more than you love yourself is by setting boundaries or removing yourself from the relationship altogether. That's it. Remember, love is a fruit of the Spirit. And if we submit to the leading of the Holy Spirit and we stay connected to Jesus and God, that love is constantly produced in us. And when we are that type of person, we're going to run into people in our lives that are not going to be those people. They're not going to be people of love or people of character. And no matter how nice you are, you can't be too nice to the point where you're forgetting about yourself in certain relationships. And that happens when we feel like we can change people sometimes. You can't. So love yourself enough to know when you can set a boundary, and love yourself enough to know when it's best to walk away. That's it for today, lambs. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of day, no matter what time it is. And remember, God calls you worthy.